Welcome back to Triple F Sports Talk. I'm Josh. That's Bryce. That's Roy over there. We're going to say this in the beginning of the episode because I haven't done it in a while. If you're new here, comment something on our YouTube channel. We need something to talk about next week. I feel like we do the same thing every episode. We just give us a topic. MLB, NFL. Don't do the NBA. I request that, please. I don't need to talk about it.
I don't watch NBA, so I wouldn't say a damn word.
So comment something. You don't just like it, comment, subscribe. Just give us a comment that we can talk about next week. You might get a shout out. All right, let's go into the standings. I'll rip them real fast. AL East, Baltimore, I'll go from the top. New York Yankees lead 24-17. Boston 3-back 22-21. Toronto 20-20. Tampa 18-22. Baltimore 15-24. Out in the Central, Tigers lead 27-15, best record in the American League. 25-17 for the Guardians. Royals 25-18. Twins on an 8-game win streak, 21-20. White Sox 12-29. Out west, Seattle leads 22-18. Athletics 21-20. Rangers 21-21. Houston 20-20. Damn. And Angels 17-23. National League out east, Mets lead 27-15. Phillies 24-17. Braves 20-21. Nats 17-25. Marlins 15-25. Central, Cubs still hold on 24-18. Cardinals 9-game win streak, longer win streak in baseball. One back 23-19. Reds 20-22. Milwaukee 20-23. Pittsburgh 14-28. And then out west, Dodgers best record in the National League 27-14. Padres 25-15. Giants 24-18. Diamondbacks 22-20, and then the Rockies 7-34. All right, Roy, what do you got?
What about those Cardinals? Ever since I got them in the for our league, man, they can't lose. I'm their luck charm.
I was actually going to mention them as well if somebody didn't, because they're 9-1 in the last 10. They did what they should do. They really did capitalize against a couple of weak opponents early since Roy got them. Besides the Mets, they did beat the Mets. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But they did what they needed to do against the other people, and now they're one game back, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to make of the Cardinals because I still view this team, all you can do is on paper. You can watch them, and don't get me wrong, that, on paper doesn't mean anything. Look at the Padres a couple of years ago, but I don't know what to make of this team. I look at their on paper, and I think they're close to a playoff team. And then I watch one game, and I go, this team is maybe the worst team in the National League behind the Rockies or in front of the Rockies. Then I watch other games, and I go, this team could beat anyone in the National League on any given day. Their pitching to me is not very good, but they've been good the last, 10 days that Roy's had them. And, if they pitch well, the lineup is not awful. It's a decent lineup, always has been.
But it's baseball. If anybody can pitch well and hit well, then that's what you got to do. But it's about how consistent can you be is what's going to be the question.
I think some of their pitching has just been playing great. That's really been the thing. Like Liberatore, he's been on fire.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, we'll see how long they can keep it up. It took 9-game win streak just to get one back of the Cubs. Even though the Cubs, I also agree, started off sizzling hot with the bats. I still think the Cubs are better roster, and I still think they win the division.
Cubs are going into their weak schedule right now, too. Yeah. I think there will be a big lead at the end of this month if we play like we should.
So we'll see. But they've stormed their way back into contention again. So from being 8? They were probably 4 games under at one point, probably. Yeah.
At least.
Bryce, you got anything?
Yeah, I wanted to mention one team, if nobody mentioned the Cardinals. Out in the AL West, I know it's a really bad division so far. None of these teams have played very well. Astros haven't played well, and the Rangers haven't really played well. Those are the 2 teams that we probably thought would win the division. But the Athletics, they're 21-20. They've had some players playing really hot with that Jacob Wilson and what is his name? Tyler Soderstrom. They played really well. They're above 500 for the first time I've seen in my lifetime, it feels like. Playing in a minor league stadium, I think that has something to do with it because they're getting balls out that probably might not be out. but it goes both ways for the other teams too. So you can't really put it a ton on that. But I just wanted to say props to them because I've never seen them play good, and they do play good baseball right now.
They played this well early last year.
Yeah.
They are better.
They
are better this year than they were last year.
Yeah.
These younger guys, they got a young group. That's what was whether they could continue whether they could continue this throughout the season. I mean, they were like this last year, but they couldn't sustain it. Whether they can do that this year or not, that'll be the main question.
Last year, though, it was just Brent Rooker was on fire there for a little bit, and that was really it.
Yeah. But they got a pretty good nucleus of players, and we'll just see. I mean, they're lucky. That division is not very good. I mean, just top to bottom. So
I would say it's the most inconsistent division in baseball. They have good teams. Seattle, I would say Seattle's an above-average roster, especially with a healthy pitching staff. They're just not healthy at the moment. Athletics, young core. Texas, you just always wait for Texas ever since they made that World Series run and won it. But again, last year, inconsistent injuries and playoff or World Series hangover. Houston is a makeshift roster. They haven't looked great to me, and I don't count the Angels as a playoff team, but I'll count those 4 as possible. For the Athletics, I mean, you look at their last 2 years since they unloaded everybody, the Sean Murphys, the Matt Olsons. I mean, they just let their young kids play, and 2 years ago they were just awful. Last year it was a much better, because they're just letting the kids play. Shea Langlear's catcher couldn't hit worth shit the last 2 years. He's actually hitting this year. Ballpark, I think, has a lot to do with it, in my opinion, but still helps his numbers.
Still can get their confidence up, and then they become
but you guys still look at the metrics. I mean, they are negative 38 in run differential.
Yeah.
So they're playing their schedule is easier right now. They lost 2-3 to the Yankees.
Yeah.
So I mean, when they start playing better competition, you're going to see that number the above 500 record with the run differential will not sustain itself.
Yeah. I agree. I mean,
fall at some point.
To me, the Athletics are a 3rd and 4th place team in this division. I mean, they're 1 game or half a game from being in 4th place. So I think they're right. They're mean. Just no one's running away with it, so it makes it look like it's closer. I think as we get more into the summer,
can't pitch worth shit. I mean,
yeah.
And then they give up. I mean, look at that home run they gave up last night. I mean, their defense is absolutely horrible. Julio Rodriguez lets it go off his glove and over at the fence. I mean, that's just. I mean, the lack of the West of being a good, solid, consistent team is just not out there.
Well, Seattle the last 3 years, I mean, they haven't hit at all. And then it's just been that pitching staff. And, I mean, we all know how good that pitching staff is.
Could be. It's just not
Kirby and Gilbert are not pitching. So now you're bringing – I mean, they really only have Castillo and Wu. I mean, that's really their only 2 guys. So I'm not surprised. And, if we did this podcast at the end of last week, they would have been 22-14. They're on a 4-game losing streak. They're 22-18. Doesn't look as good. So ebbs and flows. Only 11. I mean, they don't even have the Astros are 2 games back in 4th place. They have the best run differential. So
yeah,
we'll see. Weird division. Always has been though, in my opinion. Outside of Houston, always winning it at some point in the season. It's always been an inconsistent division.
Speaking of run differential, do you see Colorado's run differential? Negative 129.
Yeah, 129.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit. Just cannot believe that.
See, I look at Colorado's run differential and I see 129, but they're 7-34. I mean,
yeah,
come on. Dude,
not bad.
Every time I look at these standings and I do this and I go, all right, what team am I going to talk about? I look at the same team every single week and go, I cannot believe they're that bad and that low.
I know who it is.
The Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah.
Every week. It's probably because the AL East is the first team on my list every week.
Yeah.
15-24, a negative 65 run differential. I mean, let's be real. Until the All-Star break last year, so 2 years ago and the All-Star break last year, Orioles are maybe the second best team in the American League behind the Astros. I would say they were even above the Yankees almost all of last year.
They led the division almost the whole year.
Almost the entire year until the Yankees took it over. But, man, they have – I'm not saying they've missed their window because they are so young in certain positions. But, man, they really are not capitalizing their best possible window. I mean, you look at Rushman. I mean, I don't know. I don't have numbers in front of me. I can't believe that he's got more than 2 years until he's arbitration or until he's eligible to be a free agent. I look at Ryan Mountcastle probably on his way out pretty soon within the next few years. It's just, I mean, they have so many young players, and to have a pitching staff so bad because they have people blocked in the minors. I mean, they still have people. They have a top 15 prospect in Kobe Mayo. He can't even find the field because he's stuck. They have nowhere to put him. And just not to be able to get pitching is just crazy. I mean, I get you don't want to move all your depth young for pitchers because then you're just like a regular team. You don't have that depth anymore. But, I mean, you got to do something. This team is too good if you read that lineup to be 9 games under and 8 games back in the division already, where the Yankees haven't ran away with it. I mean, let's be real. It's not like the Yankees are 30-12 and they're 8 back. No, they're 6 games over 500. So, but I talk about the Orioles every week. It's just still every time I look at them, I'm shocked they're that bad. But I don't have anything else.
Yeah, fan of the pod actually. Zach Walkie texted me about 2 or 3 days ago, and he was like, "Yep, Orioles are bad again. It's official."
I mean, every time I look at a Orioles score, it's like 4-1 other team in like the third. I mean, they just cannot. The only games they win is if they get a lucky pitching performance, which has happened once a week maybe, or they score 10 runs. That's the only time they win. They lose 8-4 every night. I swear, it's crazy. But I'll go over our draft standings because we got a little bit of an update. Bryce had that big lead the first week, but he slowed down a little bit. I think the Cubs coming down to earth has slowed him down. And the only team really, really excelling for Bryce is the Tigers. Let's be real. Dodgers are also doing well, but the tier 1 teams usually do for everybody.
Cubs are about to catch hot heat again. I just wait till the end of this month.
Yeah. So I'll start in first. Bryce is still in first, 134 wins. Roy is 2 back, 132. Roy had him up a couple days ago. He was up 1. But so you guys are pretty close. And I'm at 127. So I'm only 5 back of Roy and 7 back of Bryce.
I also had Giants.
What's that?
I had Giants and Cubs playing each other right when I got them, though. And now they're both supposed to go into their easy stretches. So this is where I want to make a move.
Bryce's only thing holding him back from running away is his tier 3.
Yeah.
Roy obviously is steamrolled the last week with the Cardinals. That's why he has 9 straight. And then my teams are doing pretty well, honestly, all of them except for the Nationals. They were on like a 6-game losing streak. Other than that, though, they've been pretty good, or my team's been pretty good the last week. I think the Royals are on like what are they on? Oh, they're only on a 1. They were on like a 5-game win streak, I think. So.
Yeah, my cousin Robert Carter actually went to the game on Saturday and watched the Red Sox put up 9 on them.
Yep. I will go over our Rookie of the Year predictions and all our award predictions.
Oh, boy.
Roy, your NL Rookie of the Year, Dylan Cruz, has struggled out of the gate, not been good this year. Bryce's is Matt Shaw, sent back down. So we'll see. I don't know if he comes back up anytime soon, but we'll see. I have Roki, who has forgotten how to pitch baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know if, Roy, have you seen his velocity numbers?
I have not.
He's dropped almost 10 miles per hour.
Baseball Classic, he's pumping 102 to 98 just every pitch. Now, still wild, but 102 to 98. He's currently sitting about 91 miles an hour, and he's completely healthy.
And he can't throw for a strike.
They haven't figured out if it's an injury. It's not.
No, they say he's 100% healthy. They don't know what to do right now, so they're searching. I'm not worried. I mean, the kid's like 22 years old. Let's be real. He could just be like a college kid coming in, so he's got plenty of time. But yeah, I don't know what to do with that. So
that's pretty.
AL Rookie of the Year. Bryce has Roman Anthony has still yet to be called up.
Yeah.
I mean, I have him on my dynasty team, so I look at his minor league stats about once a week. Torching AAA for the Boston.
Yeah, I wish he would get called up.
He's hitting about 305 with like a 450 on base, and they won't call him up. Just crazy. Me and Roy both picked Jason Dominguez. Been much better the last month.
Much better last month, yeah.
But I don't know who I haven't looked at who else is doing well, so I can't tell you. I don't think Jason Mingus is the favorite, so someone else must be doing pretty well. NL Cy Young, me and Bryce both picked Paul Skeens. He's definitely near the top.
That's not looking good, really. He
He's
has not played that well. He did announce. He announced that he's pitching for the USA team, though. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I did. I can't wait to be there. Hopefully, he pitches the day I go. But he does have like a 2.6 ERA or something like that. But his record's going to look bad because he doesn't win. Yeah. And then Roy has Corbin Burns. I know Corbin Burns started off really bad. I haven't seen how he's done since, but I know
he had a really good outing last one, unless he's pitching tonight or something, or yesterday.
And then AL Cy Young, I picked George Kirby. He's been hurt for most of the year. Roy picked Logan Gilbert, who was doing really good, but then he got hurt. So, and Bryce has Garrett Crochet. I'd say he's like third. I read third or fourth. So you have the best one of those. It's between, and we're so early that this can change. But right now they said it's really between Skubal and Fried. But it's so early, someone's going to get hurt or give up a lot of runs somewhere. And then for the NL MVP, Roy picked Bryce Harper. I haven't seen how Bryce Harper has been doing this
year. He's having a good year. I mean, but he's not. I wouldn't say he'd be top right now.
Yeah.
Bryce has Kyle Tucker. I know he's been good. I just don't know how good. And I have Fernando. I would lean Fernando's been the best, but I also don't look at the numbers for Fernando, so I can't tell you. And then we all picked Bobby Witt in the American League, and we're all wrong because it's going to be Aaron Judge if he stopped now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the fact he's still hitting over 400 is mind-boggling. That's insane.
Yeah.
After having a 3 strikeout.
Yeah. He also leads baseball in home runs.
Yeah, and RBIs.
Yeah, so.
And on-base percentage. And
that's all I got.
I did want to mention, did you guys see the injury for the Yankees?
Oswald Cabrera, your boy.
I was watching it live.
Yeah, I do like him a lot. I wish we would have gotten him in that trade with Bellinger, but man, that was disgusting. That's just a freak accident.
I watched it.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell something happened to his ankle at first. I thought
I had to rewatch
in the ear, and I thought maybe he had ringing in his head.
Then he was holding his leg up, and his ankle's just.
I know. And then they watched, and I saw it was when he slid, like he tried to slide.
Got underneath him.
That's a wild
injury.
So DJ gets his break to be an everyday player again.
Yeah, that's
Roy. I don't know if you read. They did an interview with Aaron Boone 2 or 3 days ago, and they were asking about this was before the injury, obviously. How DJ, felt coming in, and he goes, DJ knows this is it. Like if he doesn't do it here, he's not going to be here. I was like, holy shit, I think they're going to cut him if he doesn't play well. Now he might not get cut because he has room, but
yeah,
he won't play well. He's not fully healthy.
They say he is. He's gonna play every day for the next 2 months.
He won't be able to. His feet. They've said this from the beginning. His feet is not. They're not. He cannot be fully healthy. So he'll only be able to play a few games a week.
Yeah.
So Peraza is going to have to play third.
I think for the next 3 or 4 weeks, maybe the month, he'll play about every other day. But after that, I think he'll go back to every day at third or second. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm not I expect him to hit about $120. So
yeah.
But I don't have anything else. You guys?
No, for baseball.
All right. I don't have anything football wise. George Pickens got traded to the Cowboys. It's really the only news I have for football.
What's your thoughts on that?
I love it. I didn't love it at first, but we gave up a third, and then we swapped a 6 for a 7. I don't know the exact detail without pulling it up, but if George Pickens leaves after year, we're gonna get a comp pick, which is gonna be a third or a fourth. So we really didn't give it up. We're gonna get it right back if he leaves. I mean, let's be real. George Pickens is a 1 in Pittsburgh, not after Metcalf got there, but he was a 1. To slot him in with Lamb, and he's an outside receiver, Pickens is, which helps CD because CD likes to be on the outside and the inside. We can leave him on the outside. It's a good fit. You just got to – it's just like anybody that you trade for like that. You better hope he doesn't blow the locker room up.
Yeah, you better hope he doesn't go insane and kill somebody.
But
that guy's crazy.
But the Cowboys have done this the last few years. I mean, they've always done it, to be fair. But the last few years, a lot of their locker room guys that are not good have been really good, like since they've gotten them. So I'm not too worried. It's 1 year. It's not like this is an 8-year deal or anything like that. So
Jerry Jones just knows how to straighten them out.
Yeah. So
yeah, he does. He just
I like the trade.
hope.
Even if they don't hold on to him, I like it because they'll get a comp pick right back. So I like it in that regard. But other than that, I don't really think anything happened in the NFL so far. So
the only thing basketball I could think of is I woke up this morning to a bunch of people saying Jason Tatum was trying to fulfill the prophecies of Kobe Bryant, and I had no idea what it meant until I saw that he's undergoing ACL and surgery today. Achilles surgery like Kobe did. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, he'll be out all next season. That's kind of I don't like when star players get hurt like that.
Yeah, that sucks. But
that sucks. But
the Kobe memes is kind of funny.
It's the NBA. Who cares?
Yeah. As long as Terrence Shannon Jr. wins in a ring this year, I'll be happy. That's all I care about.
As long as LeBron retires, I don't have to watch him anymore.
Oh, he's not retiring. No chance.
Hell no.
So I guess
he'll keep taking steroids and playing until he's 50.
Either one of you have a game?
Nope. I do.
You can go, Roy. I have one too, but
all right. Well, it's guess a player.
All right. Did he play before 1918? Yeah. All right. I don't know him.
Is that a question, or you just?
No, I just figured you probably picked a guy like Joe Jackson's dad.
I would love to pick an older player, or older people, but not.
All right, go ahead, Bryce.
Baseball.
No.
Oh boy. Football.
No.
Screwed. Basketball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull up the divisions.
I just want to trick you on this one a little bit.
This one, I actually probably have the best chance of guessing your player through basketball, especially if it's old players. Is he most known for playing in the Eastern Conference?
All right, let me pull up because I forget what conferences.
Well, if it was
Eastern, no, not Eastern. I know that for a fact.
Okay. Josh, do you know I don't know the conferences. Let me see.
I mean, I can pull it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
He said West, right?
Oh, yes.
I guess they don't have it's just Eastern and Western conferences now.
No, they have it separated. It's just hard to find because they don't really use it. Like I know it's like the Bulls, Cavs, Pacers, Bucks, I think.
Okay, I got the divisions. Okay, yeah. You got Northwest, Pacific, or Southwest?
Northwest.
No.
Pacific.
Yes.
All right. Can you tell me what those teams are?
Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Kings, Suns.
That's one of the teams. I'll give you that's one of the teams he played for. Actually, gosh dang it.
We asked for the most known.
Yeah.
This is the one he'd be most known for.
That's fine.
Josh, I mean, really don't think it'd be the Lakers, but I kind of want to guess that.
Lakers.
No.
Yeah.
Kings.
No. I mean, what's he known for or what he's played for?
Yes, most known for.
No.
Thank goodness.
Warriors.
Yes.
Is he – should we ask if he's retired, Josh? I kind of assume he already is. But.
Ask it, but I know the answer.
Is he retired?
No. You're at 10.
Interesting. Is he a guard?
No. I mean, I wouldn't consider him a guard. No.
So he's probably like a small forward type of player, Josh.
Is he currently on an active roster?
Yes.
Not who I thought it was.
I have a guess, Josh. I think I know who it is. Harrison Barnes.
Yes.
Boom!
Yeah,
what a pull! Oh man!
That might be a little tougher than some of the other ones I was thinking of.
I had a list.
I think you'd be surprised at my NBA knowledge. Until like 4 years ago, I could name everybody.
Yep.
I love Harrison
right now.
I think he's on the Kings still.
He on the Kings.
No, he's on the San Antonio Spurs.
That would have been my next guess. Damn it!
Oh,
I have not watched an NBA
didn't know
game
that,
in a couple of
actually.
years.
He was on his deal expired last year. That's why.
Yeah, he was on Golden State, Dallas, Sacramento, and then San Antonio.
Yeah, his big deal that he had ended last year. And yeah, you're right. He went to the Spurs on a 1 year or something like that.
People forget he was on that team. He was a stud on that team. He was one of my only people I liked on that 73-win team that gave up a 3-1 lead.
What college you go to?
No idea.
UNC.
Yep, UNC.
All right, you want to do my game?
Yep.
This is a little bit different. I don't have a list in front of me. Okay. There's going to be, I just want to get 10 answers. And I want you guys to name 10 players across the 3 major sports that have an animal in their name. And I will not accept nicknames. So, Cat for Karl Anthony Towns does not work.
Tiger Woods.
Okay. There's one. The people I watch do it missed that somehow. I did say the big 3 sports, but we'll just do any sports because I'll take that.
Any sports?
Yeah.
Have athletes. Have a cat name.
I said animal.
Animal name.
Oh, animal.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I know another one.
Wow, I'm trying to think.
I keep doing the nicknames like Ant.
Yeah, I'm not accepting those because the people I watched do it started giving petty acceptance to stuff like that, and I was like, that's stupid.
I keep thinking of college players like Danny Wolf because there's a.
Yeah, that would work, but
I'm only going to take professional. I'm not going to take college. Is he in the league?
I'm sure that
he will be in a month.
I'm sure there's a Wolf in the league somewhere. Fuck. Give me a minute.
There's one animal that there's like 10 people that have that name, and I really hope nobody gets that one because I thought you guys would get a couple really quick.
I'm trying to think of animal names.
I know. I'm going through animals right now.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, that's one I thought you would get right off the bat. Was Bird.
Oh shit! Yeah, Larry Bird.
I'm literally going through. I'm going dog, cat, mouse. Literally.
Yeah, 2.
You will not believe the name that just went through my head. That is
that?
not an athlete. I went Hawk, Stephen Hawkins.
I just went Sam Turtle because I was thinking
Turtle. I guarantee.
Did you say Hawk, Josh?
Yeah.
there is a Hawk.
Hawkins.
No, his name is Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
There's one.
Yeah, see, that's not a professional sport.
Oh no, I didn't even cross my head.
That's a professional athlete.
That's an activity. That's not a sport.
You're an idiot if you think the X Games are not sports.
Oh well, if you're on X Games, I would count. I mean, skateboarding.
Yeah, that's part of the X Games.
Yeah,
it's like saying the Olympics isn't. It's the same thing.
I don't know. The Olympics are starting to teeter a little different. We're putting bags in the Olympics is getting a little wild.
Saying skateboarding, like, I don't know. I'm not getting into that.
I can't even think of anybody. Can you name an animal? I mean, Devin Panther.
That's a real person.
I don't know the guy's first name, but I know there's an NFL player that had the last name Billingsley, a Bell. Andrew Billingsley. I know
Andrew
that.
Billings?
Yeah.
What is a billing?
A bill.
No, I'm not accepting that.
The name Billingsley has Bill in it.
That is not the question. A bill is not an animal either.
How about Andrew Peacock?
Are you just saying random shit, Roy?
Yeah, because I don't know anybody getting names for an animal to what they would be. Gosh. Tony Leopard.
I bet you there's a leopard somewhere in the history of the sports.
Probably more in soccer you'd find more names. Like,
are we missing any obvious ones?
One big obvious one, but it's a fish. I'm still counting fish as animals.
Trout.
Mike Trout.
Didn't even think of fish.
Animal.
Josh Goldsmith.
Think of some birds. Name some birds.
Crow.
I'll take that one, actually. I wasn't thinking of that
one. Of course you will.
It's two names. It's Crow
it's not
is
his real name.
Yes, it is. Pete Crow. He has a hyphenated Armstrong.
Oh, God. I was just naming a bird.
I will take that one.
Pelican. Ostrich.
Larry Ostrich.
Is that a real person?
Yeah, longtime NBA player back in the day. Used to play for the St. Louis Hawks. Swear to God. I do not know if St. Louis Hawks ever had a player named Larry
There's
Ostrich.
somebody on Facebook named Larry Ostrich, but there is no professional athlete named Larry Ostrich.
How about birds? Let's see.
Tom Brady. Goat.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say Tomcat, and I was like, no, I don't think so.
Well, that also lies with Aaron Judge, so I guess that doesn't. This might be the hardest game I've ever played.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that hard. You guys are missing one animal that there's a bunch of people with that last name.
What kind of animal? I mean, what you're talking about?
I would say it is a mammal. We see them sometimes around us, but not very much. Similar to a cat and a dog.
Something bear has played professional
There's probably people with bear.
Yeah.
Around us here?
Yeah, we see these a lot.
Jimmy Raccoon?
Raccoon is not what I was going for. There's another animal kind of like raccoons.
Panda.
What are we talking about? Pablo Sandoval?
That one of all the nicknames, that one should count. That's like a good one.
Gosh, an animal that is around us all the time. Coyote.
Nope.
Johnny Coyote.
Keep going through animals, Roy.
Bryce Skunk.
You're missing the animal I'm talking about. You're in the wheelhouse.
Possum.
Nope. There's probably one more that you could name. That'll be it.
Chipmunk.
Platypus.
No.
Harry the platypus.
Andrew Deere.
Oh, there's been a deer in professional sports. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know who though.
I mean, I don't know either. I just know that one exists.
I'm going to ChatGPT to get a list, but there's two big ones I think you're missing. One has a bird name, and the other one
eagle.
Not an eagle.
There's been an eagle in professional sports.
Name who it is.
How about owl?
Oh, that's easy.
Josh, do not start cheating. I hear you typing.
You told me to look.
No, I didn't.
I'm looking for eagle. I'm not looking for a different animal.
That's fine.
Oh, let's see. Possum. Deer, coyote. You said no. Skunk.
All right. Last name Eagle in professional sports history associated with Eddie the Eagle. Eddie Edwards. God damn, it's a freaking nickname. Another notable figure is Ian Eagle, a sports commentator that's in professional sports.
He is a basketball announcer. For
Brendan Eagles is an American football player who played for the Eagles. Perfect.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Saying eagle didn't exist.
But a bird, parrot.
No.
Pirate. Lion. Tigers, bears. I'm done.
One of them's a famous Oriole.
An Oriole.
Maybe he's a famous brewer, actually. Sorry, famous brewer.
Robin? Yeah.
Robin Yount.
Never seen a robin in my entire life.
That's not the animal I was saying was around us. It's orange.
A carrot.
Well, you've seen a robin probably.
What animal is around us in Illinois that is orange and is a mammal?
Fox.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
This is the dumbest game I've ever played. Don't ever bring this shit again. I'd rather guess Shoeless Joe Jackson's dad playing for the Milwaukee, I don't know, Monarchs, the Kansas City Monarchs. I'd rather guess players from that team than this ever again.
Pete Swan.
I said Swan. You said no.
I don't know a name for it. De'Aaron Fox. There's a bunch of Foxes.
I yelled Fox, by the way. You didn't accept it.
No, you didn't. That's the one I was waiting for you to say.
Yeah, you're done.
Technically, a ray is an animal.
I said Ray.
No, you didn't.
Dude, you didn't listen to anything we said.
Ray Lewis.
Cat. Anthony Edwards. Ant. Nickname should have counted.
I made it way
too
easy.
Is that all you guys got?
Yeah.
What a great game.
That was literally, you never will play that again. Ever. Anything associated with that or anything like it will not.
Tell us in the comments if you liked it or not. And we'll see if we do it again.
I'm sure a bunch of people in the comments got way more than you guys.
Hit the like button, subscribe. Please comment. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Out. You guys, jeez.